The gang boss then meets with him. She informs him that she is done wanting to fight illegally or work for him. When she arrives home, sees everything strewn about, and visits the hospital because she had an accident, the gang boss advises her to think about it. She has optimism that she will regain her sight, the doctor assures her. However, the procedure is quite costly, and he feels bad and swears to bring her the money. She makes the decision to go to the gang leader and inform him that this will be her final fight. She also requests payment in advance. In exchange for letting her fight one final time, the boss offers her a portion of the money. She tells him that her dream is to own a store as the days pass, and she is prepared for the procedure. He assures her that all would be well and that she will be able to realize her goal. After that, she gathers everything she owns and destroys it all to leave no trace. On the day of the match, his opponent begins to beat him up since he is bigger and stronger. However, he is able to strike him, injuring him, and then uses a kick to end the battle and tire himself out on the ground. She recovers beautifully after the procedure in the meantime. He gets struck by a vehicle while he is fleeing the fight. He is unconscious after the mobster's helper exits and stabs him many times in the back. He receives a parcel for Antonio from the nun a month later. The song that plays as he opens it is the one he always sung. Inside is a musical box. He chooses to pay the nun a visit out of curiosity. She tells him everything he did in the past since she felt bad about losing her parents and developing blindness. After 2 years, we learn that she launched her business, helps out at a center for the disabled, and meets him. However, she has never seen his face, so she is unable to recognize him. He keeps his fist clenched as she massages him. Although his name was listed as belonging to someone else, she feels as though she knows him. Then, as he looks at her with tears and desperation, she bids him farewell and walks away. We can see that he has the rock she gave him hidden in his hand, which will always link them. After a while, he enters on crutches and notices that his name is on the store. He discovers the package when he gets inside, opens it, hears the music, and breaks down in tears. He chooses to go away without saying anything, and as he does, he runs into her. The small dog spots him and jumps on him. She apologizes and walks out, believing it to be the youngster from the hospital. Her assistant informs her that a man using crutches spotted the package and started crying when he heard the tune when he got to the store. He is Antonio, and she knows that. She heads outside right away and searches everywhere in a desperate attempt to find him, but to no avail. He was on the beach's edge in the meantime, and he gradually entered with the goal of going with Diosito. She stops him at that same moment, urging him to come back, and she tells him she loves him as she strokes his face. This lovely tale comes to a close as he offers her a strong hug while sobbing. Antonio is a young man who harbors regrets about his past. He begins off as a delivery guy in the morning and transitions into a security role in the afternoon. When Kira, a girl, comes and sits next to him, she assumes he's an elderly man who used to work there. When she realizes this, he apologizes and walks away. Upon realizing she is blind, he urges her to remain while it's pouring so they can make time. They listen to her drama of choice. Giving him her meal as she goes, she asks if she may return the next day, and he replies oak. She samples the cuisine at home and finds it to be wonderful. She gets ready for work the next day and heads out to her job as a telephone operator, but her supervisor is overly trusting and wants to take advantage of her. He goes to apologize to his trainers in the meantime because he vanished for an inexplicable period of time. He tells them he has no interest in fighting anymore after they chastise him and beg him to continue practicing. When she gets there in the afternoon to see the play and smells something foul, she asks him to open the windows, ashamed that it was her feet. She then nearly gets run over as she is leaving, breaking her ankle. He offers to go with her and chooses to carry her when he notices that her foot aches. However, upon arriving, he discovers that there are several steps to ascend. He uses all of his might to climb up to her residence, and she offers him concert tickets as a thank you. They choose to go together, nevertheless, as he doesn't have anybody else going. He brings her to a private supper spot after they attend the show the following evening. She tells him that she used to travel there with her parents when she was younger, but that she lost her sight in an accident and they passed away. I'd want to extend a special greeting to the following individuals before moving on. I sincerely appreciate your support of the channel and your viewing of the videos. Let's go on now. She gets summoned into her boss's office at work. He asks her out and offers her a present. Fortunately, a coworker walks in and exits without responding. Her trainers question her about why she vanished in the meantime. The dejected man admits to them that he was incarcerated for a number of years after joining a gang and engaging in illicit combat on their behalf. However, he made a grave error one day that resulted in someone's death. Then, in search of guidance, he goes to the orphanage where he was raised. Is he no longer part of the gang? The nun asks. He displays to her his tattoo that he removed. After that, we witness him leaving for home. Her employer was waiting for her and walks inside the house without a word. When he sees that she has a present closed, he aggressively forces it onto her. He then tries to kiss her, but she refuses, so he pushes her on the ground and strikes her. Antonio intervenes to help him at that point and threatens to quit bugging her. And he tells her to give up her work. With tears in her eyes, she informs him that she cannot since blind women have no prospects. She must swallow her pride and act as though nothing had occurred. He is waiting for her when she gets to the parking lot the following day, telling her that he quit and suggesting a vacation to celebrate. She hums him a song as they drive. She tells him that the song is about being happy with the person she loves when he asks what it's about. After that, they enjoy some wonderful moments at the beach and have a fantastic time. Giving him a stone she found, she assures him that this will be the amulet that binds them together forever. With renewed hope and determination, he begins training and then surprises her by giving her a puppy to look after. In addition, he renovates her room so she may enjoy the sunlight, and she tells him she loves him while kissing him tenderly. When he battles for the first time, he wins. However, he was unaware that the leader of his previous band of crime lords was observing him. One of his lackeys was waiting for him on his way out, but he assures her she won't fight or work illegally for them. After that, they pay a visit to her parents' grave. He informs her that she was preoccupied with seeing a burned guy fall from a skyscraper as she was driving. She collapsed as a result, killing her parents and losing her sight. Upon noticing the date, he recalls striking an unknown individual who proceeded to douse himself in gasoline, light himself on fire, and leap from the structure. He felt bad for her because she caused the accident as he glanced outside and watched the automobile flip.